The Monterey Bay is an extremely amazing place. I remember the first time that I went out there, I was in awe. My name is Jason Bering, and I'm a camera assistant and behind-the-scenes camera operator. During the filming of the Monterey Bay episode, I was involved with filming butterflies, humpback whales, elephant seals, dolphins, killer whales, and even blue whales. And I think that the most fascinating thing we saw while filming from the drone was actually the blue whales. What we noticed is that with every one we found, it had a partner with it. And what we think was going on was a vetting process in which they traveled together, they dove together, and they also fed together cooperatively. There are times out in the Monterey Bay where we often smell a whale before we see them. And that is because of the fish that they've been eating that got trapped maybe in their baleen and had started to rot. And so when they exhale, we get a nice whiff of broccoli, foul, rotten smell. But one of my favorite things about the blue whale is filming them, and with the drone particularly. When they are just below the surface, they glow this steel white color. And as they breach the surface, you just see how massive they are, and it is truly the most amazing experience every time. That is something that will never grow old to me. It is the largest animal that's ever existed on Earth. It is wild to me that we still get to see that. And part of the reason that we still get to see that is because we've protected these animals from going extinct. I've lived in Monterey Bay for the entirety of my life. I was born and raised here and still currently live here. Though I've grown up outdoors and with the Monterey Bay in my backyard, I've only been exposed to the ocean for about 4 years of my life. And I have lots of friends and family still that live right here that have never been out on a boat to see any of the things that the Monterey Bay has to offer. I still have friends and family that believe whales can eat the entire boat. And a lot of this I see as being just cultural upbringings and the lack of people that are exposed to the Monterey Bay being out on the ocean in our communities. I don't see very many people, if at all, like myself out there. Actually, I haven't seen anybody like myself out on the ocean in the bay. But this transcends just the Monterey Bay. This is worldwide. If it's out of sight, it's out of mind, so to speak. And I just don't see anybody on film crews ever that looked like myself. Growing up, I was fortunate enough to have a family that was very into the outdoors. So I grew up in a safe environment that facilitated my love and passion for the outdoors. That soon transcended into me picking up a camera and documenting these wild spaces, national parks, state parks, protected places that are just so beautiful. And shortly after getting my first drone, I got a job with Monterey Bay Whale Watch that gave me the exposure out onto the ocean that I've never had before. That transcended into meeting film crews that would come on the boat, and they would ask me to fly my drone for them. And slowly I made the connections, and here I am today.